Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we're going to work on defining the temperature variance. So we're going to come here to begin with, below this block of code, where we create the floats to store the temp variance for each season. And we're going to create a list of public floats again. And let's give this a naming convention of underscore spring min temp variance. And we need to give this a value. I'm going to give mine a value of -5. You of course can use any values you wish. We'll put it into the comments, so we'll say set spring min temp variance to equal -5. And what we'll do is just copy that line, we'll paste it in below, we'll change min to max, and I'm going to have the max as +5, so I'll just delete the minus. Into the comments we'll just change that to max, and we'll get rid of the minus there. So these temperature variance will depend on where you set your game. So as always, do not use these values I am using. Please experiment to find values that suit your particular project. And yes, these numbers will be different for each and every one of us. But I'm going to copy and paste both lines in 3 times, and I'm sure you've already guessed what we're going to do. We're going to swap out the naming convention, so now we swap spring to summer. We need to change the values. I'm going to give mine a value of -2.5F now, so not as big a dip in summer, but a greater max I think, and we'll give it a value of 7.5, and we'll need the F. In fact, we'll need the F there and there as well. So we'll just change the comment. So we'll change spring to summer. And we'll just change the comment to -2.5 to equal 7.5. And we've just got to continue on for the next two. So now it's autumn. And autumn for max, and we'll give these values. Now I don't want it too high for autumn, so I'll give actually the max this time a value of 2.5F, and the min is now going to be a negative of 7.5. Again, we'll change the comment. And we need to change it here and here as well. And finally, we need to do it for winter. So we'll change the naming convention. Winter, going to have it able to drop quite dramatically in winter. So let's give it a min temp variance of -10, but only a max of 2.5. Again, we'll put the F's in. Tidy up the comments and alter the comments where applicable. So winter -10 equal 2.5. We'll just save that there for a moment. So now we need to come to our, and if we scroll down, we need the season manager here. So let's have a look. We need to put some code into these blocks, and we'll begin here. I'll put mine at the bottom. It doesn't really matter where you put them, but I'm going to put mine here. Underscore, and we're going to say spring temp variance is equal to a random dot range open and close brackets, close the line off inside the brackets, and we want the spring min temperature variance and the spring max. Remember the comma in between here. I'll enter here after the equals and here as well. So just breaking it up to make commenting easy, we'll say in the comments spring temp variance equals the next line a random number between spring min, come to the next line, and we'll just say and max. And again, we're going to copy this line. So what we're doing is asking the here to pick a random number between here and here, then assign it to this variable. And as you know, we already have the code in place for this variable to affect our current temperature. So let's come, and we'll need to do this within every block within the seasons manager. So we'll just paste it in there, there, and finally here as well. And we'll just change out what needs to be changed. So here we'll change this to underscore summer temp variance. Change the comment. We'll need to change the value here to summer min. And here again to summer max temp variance. Again, we'll tidy up the code as we go, and we'll just change it to summer here. And now we've just got to keep going for the other lines. So autumn, autumn min, autumn max, and we'll change and tidy up the comments again. And finally the very last one for winter, and winter min, and again winter max. Tidy up and alter the comments. Now, depending on what season your game begins, so mine starts in autumn, so I need to copy this line of code from the autumn. And we'll just scroll up. So as you can see, I make sure everything's for autumn is set to true, things like this. And we'll just paste this in somewhere. So let's just paste it in here. And with that in place, let's just save that off. Now we will run into one problem, but please don't worry. We are going to fix it within this video, but let's just come here. And if we can find it, so here we go, autumn temp variance. This is what's going to alter in my project. So let's start it up. And as you can see, it's picked a value between the min and max. And our current temperature is already adjusted. But as you can see, it doesn't really look good. So we can fix that quite simply. Let's just stop that there. We're going to come all the way down to the GUI. And a simple way to fix this is just to cast as an int. And a lot of people worry about this, but there really is quite simple. So here we need to find the GUI label where we display our current temperature, and all we need to do is come to the front of this naming convention, we open and close brackets, we put in int, bring the comment back in line, and we'll save that off. And what it will do, it will round off now to the nearest number for our GUI. If I hit play, as you can see, our autumn temperature is 10 as standard, but we don't have a big enough temp variance to actually affect the temperature here. So it's just displaying, if you see here, our current temperature 10.7, so it's just rounding down. But let's see if we can start this up again and get a bigger temp variance for autumn. And we have it. So now we have a temperature variance of -2. As you can see, our current temperature is 7.87 and a whole other numbers, but for the GUI it's just rounding down to 7 degrees. And we'll stop that there, and I think we'll leave it here for this lesson. So as always, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.